A building that literally had fallen off its foundations. There were trees growing up through it. The roof had a big hole in it.
On the southeast side of town, at the heart of the Spring Hill neighborhood, a tall wood frame building stands tall. 50 years ago, it served as one of the few musical venues for African Americans in the area, where musicians like B.B. King, James Brown, and Bo Diddley once performed.
Yeah.
For the last decades, a group of community leaders have been trying to preserve the old, worn-down Cotton Club building and turn it into a museum and cultural center. But the renovations have taken far more years than originally expected. Why? People involved with the project say it all boils down to money.
We've been slowed by some things with funding over the years.
Literally doing this based on as catch as catch can, money, whatever money becomes available.
The Cotton Club restoration efforts first began in 2005, but really strengthened in 2007 thanks to a grant of $350,000 from the Florida Department of Historic Preservation and various other private donations. With that, they were able to stabilize the main building and begin to do some reparations, like fixing the period doors and windows and the tin roof that were depleted. But soon after, money was already falling short, and then the recession hit.
And funds just dried up. The State Department wasn't giving out any funds, and private funding people were not coming forward.
They sustained themselves mostly through fundraising, tours, events, and other small private donations. They also counted with the help of the Gainesville CRA, who in 2007 started providing over $100,000 to complete some areas of the restoration. In total, they have given close to $300,000. The money is still being distributed.
So since it spanned over 12 years, there were different objectives. One, it assisted with the renovation of the interior bathrooms. One was was replacement of the windows. So there were various things that the money was used for.
The full project includes a 2-story facility that seats close to 300 people on the main floor, 3 shotgun houses, and the reparation of Perryman grocery store. The complete renovations are expected to cost over $2 million, and their current funds just aren't enough. In 2015, the board received close to $500,000 in grant money from the Florida Department of Cultural Affairs, which will help finish the acoustics, air conditioning, and the stage of the main hall.
Completely complete the inside of the structure and make it ready to receive guests, but we don't have site work done yet. So that means there's no parking set yet on the site. That is another chunk of money which is not covered.
Vivian says that they will keep applying to grants and look for more private donors in order to raise the funds needed. She also hopes that once the main hall is open, it will be easier to bring in the money. Nevertheless, the head of the project says the way the grant money is awarded have slowed down the process.
It's been a long, laborious process because most of that grant money has been based on reimbursements. In other words, we raise the money first, we spend it, and then the granting agency reimburses us. So typically we've had about $10,000 to spend, and we have to spend the $10,000 we've raised and then wait 2 months for reimbursement and then getting another allocation from the granting agency. And so it probably should have taken 18 months and turned it into a 10-year plus project.
Kiver says he also had to go back and re-repair some things that they had fixed 10 years ago because of how long it's taken. They hope they'll be able to open the main hall by the end of this year. Once finished, the venue will serve as a center for recreational, educational, cultural, and social opportunities. Clara Garcia, WFT News.